So we are doing a video that is
Oh wait, time out. Look, this is a good thing.
Okay. So it's our top 5 things of the moment that we are obsessing over. And
We tend to obsess over a lot of things, so it was very hard for us to just pick 5.
narrow it down.
Yeah.
And this is my sister, Tiffany, who is the real sister of Jay.
Yes.
The J&M show.
So I begged to get a cameo on here because videos make you feel important, and I wanted to feel important. So.
And you are. And Jimmy doesn't have favorite things that are cool.
Yeah.
So.
He would like want basketball shorts or something.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't talk about my favorites. It's kind of like that, but okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go first. My favorite album right now is the new Nicki Minaj album called The Pink Print, and I have the little cover of it on iTunes because I didn't buy this one actually, that's a lie, but it has the picture anyway. And I love all the songs. The copy I have has like 20 something songs on it.
What's your favorite song?
And they're really good. My favorite song is called The Crying Game. And I started watching her MTV.
Have you ever seen the movie Crying Game?
No, I've never heard of it. What's it like?
I think it's about homosexuality.
Oh, well, no, this is about her recent breakup with her fiance, and it's really good.
I didn't know she was engaged.
Yeah, I didn't either. For 10 years.
10
I thought
years?
She was single the whole time.
Okay, I know this
she's
is about
into
a favorites, but if you're engaged for 10 years, that's not a good thing.
It's not gonna go.
It's not going anywhere. Okay, so my first favorite, I'm wearing it on my lips, and I got it as a birthday, like gift if you're a VIP at Sephora. They give you birthday ones, and I hope that if your birthday's coming up that they still have this because it's one of the best birthday gifts they've given. And it's 2 of the NARS kind of like lip pencils, which is up my butt. And this color is called Cruella, and it's like a red. It's very deep, but it almost feels, it's matte, which I enjoy, but it's almost like smooth, like a crayon with like a oil crayon.
Stick?
Yeah, kind of like that, but not greasy. Because sometimes those like give a little bit of like a shine. So it's the Cruella one. It came with another color, but I haven't tried this. But I've been wearing this like for 7 days in a row, and it's definitely one of my favorites right now.
And what is the tip?
The tip looks like a crayon, almost like a eyeliner. But the only thing I will say I don't like about it is I would have to get a sharpener that's large enough. Some of the other ones from NARS allow you to twist. This one doesn't twist. So that's something to keep in mind.
All right. So this will go kind of similar. I think I got it from Sephora too. It was a sample in my little ordering online package. It's called Ralph Lauren Midnight Romance. So the story with this is I was just working at a conference for a few days, and so whenever I get the little tubes, I just throw them in my purse to use, like on the go. So I was walking, and this one guy stopped me and said, "Oh, you smell really good. What are you wearing?" And I didn't even know. So okay, whatever. Then the next day, 2 other separate guys both also told me that I smelled good. So I was thinking, okay, and to be honest, I don't think anyone's ever said I smelled good. Like, about any other
perfume. I want to tell you, but
so I have decided that even though when I spray this, I'm not like mesmerized by the scent, but apparently
it mesmerizes others.
It blends with my aura well or something.
Well, I think the thing about perfumes that I really like is something on your skin is gonna smell different than something on my skin, just because I guess like the oils, and I don't want to say sweat because that's nasty, but I think it is that. So
apparently I'm buying this now because it smells great, and now I'm wondering if all the things I already own that I think smell great actually don't smell good at all because no one
complimenting you on it. Oh.
So just try a bunch of samples and wait for people to compliment you and then buy that one, even if you don't even like it.
That's true. Great advice.
Because you can't smell yourself, people.
Sometimes you can though.
You can't smell your own perfume.
Can you smell your friends?
Yes.
Friends should smell friends.
Yes.
Okay.
Your friends should give you honest
Do you have it on right
opinions of
now?
how you smell. I do, but I don't know if it's still there.
I like it. It's very light and floral.
See, I can't smell it. Yes, and I googled to read like what the hint scents were or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It said peony, vanilla. What were the other two? I don't remember the other two. But anyway, I kind of was thinking if I remember those, then when I look for perfumes in the future,
Right.
probably those are my
Notes.
Yeah, my notes that I should look for.
I love peonies. Peonies? I don't know how you really say it.
I don't either.
Okay, so my second thing is an old favorite that's become a new favorite. It's backwards, but it's the Bliss That's Incredipeel. I have weird skin in the sense that I can wear something for a few years or even a few months and something happens to my skin and my skin completely hates it and won't let me wear it. Whether it's like I could buy a $60 foundation and in 6 months it'll react differently to my skin. My skin is very temperamental, I guess. But I really like this. You use it each night. It does have acid in it. So, and I don't know if it's on the box, but it does have like glycolic acid. That's what it, and it's spa strength. So if you have really sensitive skin, I would say probably not to use it. I don't have, I guess that sounded like I have sensitive skin, but my skin doesn't break out. But this will resurface your skin. It's like if you were to get a microdermabrasion in a spa. It comes with 30 of these and you're supposed to use them every night and then you let it dry and then you moisturize. I did the 30 and now I just do it like when I feel like my skin's looking dull. Like sometimes I get patches and I'm like, okay, I just want to kind of resurface and I'll do it like 5 nights in a row. It does sting a little, so I would only do it at night because if you do it during the day and then you go out in the sun, you're going to get skin damage. But yeah, it comes in a box of 30. I love Bliss products, so this is one of the ones that I go back and forth to as I need them. So it's kind of a favorite now, especially since the weather is kind of weird in Florida right now.
Yeah, and I mean where we live, there's not really real seasons, so
drinking.
So if you're thinking the reason that her skin changes reaction is because of weather, it's not.
No, but then you have one day where it's in the 40s and my skin gets very confused.
This is true.
Or it's really humid, so you're sweating more than normal, which causes like clogged pores, and this just gets it, smooths it.
Okay,
yeah, I have a few. I'll let you try them tonight.
Okay, so I'll do this last so I don't look weird the whole time. Okay, so my third thing is eyelash extensions from like a professionally done, not the little strips you buy at CVS. So I first tried it. I got a Groupon, I guess in September, and I just kind of wanted to try it to see what they looked like and whatever. I guess I kind of felt like my mascara wasn't impressing me that much anymore. So I did it and I fell in love, and they are expensive. You can get a Groupon for like about $70 for one time, which they say you should refill them every 3 weeks, but honestly, like I've noticed with myself, I could probably last 4 or 5 and still have like a good amount of them left on. But if you're paying the real price, they can charge like $100, $200. So honestly, I don't think that's worth it.
But what does the $100 include? Like if I go in there and I'm spending $100, what should I expect?
It includes all the lashes, which you can get silk or mink. I have silk. Mink is supposedly better, but I mean, I don't know. These are fine to me. And so it includes, I guess, those and the glue, and then like a labor. Yeah. It takes between half hour and an hour, depending how fast your technician is. But it's something I would recommend for like, you know, whenever you're going to have a few events in a row that you want to look, you know, good for, or you want to be able to cut down your beauty routine. So that's why I have them right now. I'm doing 3 trips in a row for work within like a month's time, and the end of that is going to be Valentine's Day, and Jay of the Jay and N Show is coming on a trip with me. So I figured, you know, it will end with a bang of the eyelash.
Of the eyelashes, she clarifies.
So,
and I have to say, I was with her a couple days ago, and she was talking to someone, and I was standing how I am now, and I looked and I was like, wow, her eyelashes look so good. And she hadn't told me she had extensions, and I'm like, geez, when did they grow? And they look so natural, but they look dramatic. It's like they're yours, but better.
Yeah.
It's
I think
really
the thing is
nice.
like, I think women might detect it, but men who are generally clueless about this would like, or even women that just aren't into beauty stuff. Like, people aren't gonna think, like, I think the strips at the store, people like, oh, it's her big night out. She has.
I think the way they move with fake, if you're doing a strip of lashes, or even if you're doing like an accent on the end, they move when your eye like, it's very weird. When these move, they just seem so natural. So I mean, I think it's worth it.
I do too. Yeah. So here's the little zoom in. Okay, I don't know where to look. I don't know if you can see good, but yeah, so you can get different lengths too. This is longer than I had the first time, but I actually really like it. And my bottom are obviously my real lashes. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty good. But basically, there's just a few like rules you have to do. You can't use certain like oil-based products and whatever, but I just really recommend them because it cuts down, like, as opposed to, I don't do any eye makeup at all now. I don't use eyeshadow. I don't use anything on my lids. All I do is the liner on the bottom.
Can you put mascara on them?
Yes, you can, but it has to be water-based. But plenty of them are like They're Real, which is my one anyway, is water-based. I put it on the bottom though because I think if you have fake ones on the top and you don't do the bottom, it makes it more obvious that they're fake. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, so for number 3, everyone has New Year's resolutions and they're all like, oh, we're gonna work out and we're gonna get like healthy. I don't really have that, but I do want to work out. I just don't do New Year's resolutions. And so I decided that before I was going to go back to working out, I should have something that's really cute. So one thing that I've been loving are these Under Armour kind of like workout capris. These are like purple and like a coral, and then these are gray and orange. Mm-hmm. And I know it sounds silly, but sometimes just being able to dress up kind of makes you just want to go. I mean, looking good is not half the battle, but getting there is half the battle. And if looking good makes you get there, that's half the battle, which is a quarter of the battle. So, but seriously, I love these. These are not the compression ones. Oh, they are the compression ones. So they also help too if you're going to be doing like any running or biking, like they're going to hold your muscles so that you don't feel as much strain later. So you're not going to feel as sore because we're going to hold things in, and holding things in while you're running is always a good thing. You don't want things to fall out. So I'm loving these by Under Armour. If you can find them on sale, I would probably recommend them because sometimes they are like $50, but I did find these on sale. One was at Dick's and one was at Sports Authority. So I'm loving these.
Okay, and mine's kind of a workout thing too, except I haven't actually worked out in it yet, but this is like, I call it my Lululemon knockoff, because I think they might have, I'm sure this design has been around, but I think they're like the ones doing it lately, but it's just like, I don't know, kind of spandexy, like pullover, and it has the little, like half zip thing, so, if it's cold, you can, whatever, if you're running or however you want it. And then my favorite thing is it has the little thumb holes, which I don't really know why it matters, but it's like when you're little, do you remember you would do that?
I think you made them.
Yeah, you like in your hoodie. Yeah, you would fake make them. I don't know why it just feels like secure, and then they will, they're not going up and down, and yeah, I don't know, it feels good. So I have this one, which I got at Old Navy for like $20 on sale. Old Navy activewear, they have a lot of cute stuff. And I actually got one at Forever 21 too, probably around 25 too. So I wouldn't buy them at Lululemon because they cost $1 million, but you can find affordable versions.
We were talking about this earlier, like if you spend $100 or $120 on workout pants and you work out in them, then they're just sweaty, expensive pants.
Yeah. And they're getting gross. They're going to get the pills on them.
Yeah. Although there is a Lululemon outlet here. I don't know how good the
Really
prices are. So I feel like it's one of those places, if you don't get it at the outlet, you're not Beyonce. You can't afford it. Maybe you can. I don't know. I can. My turn?
Yes.
Okay, so I like to read for pleasure, and I, for a long time, didn't get to read for pleasure because I was in law school and I read because I was just a sad individual.
For pain.
Yes, for pain. And so this year I've been wanting to read a lot of books, and I just have a few favorites really right now. This one is called Crazy Rich Asians, and it's by Kevin Kwan. I am not Asian, nor am I, well, I may be crazy, but I'm not rich, and I'm not an Asian. But this is so hilarious. This is just one of those, like, you're laying by the beach or the pool, and you can't put it down. It's really funny. The characters are hilarious. It's really light and fun. You could get through it in a week. So it's something that I would recommend if you just want to kind of get lost in something that is so opulent. Like, it's so, you can't even imagine it. If you can afford Lululemon, you can't afford what these people are buying, okay? It's really good. And
so this is fiction. Right?
It's fiction. And it is kind of like about a girl who's dating a guy, and she doesn't know that he's like one of the richest guys in Singapore. And she goes back for like a wedding, and she thinks this is just her normal boyfriend. And then of course you add mama drama. It's, yeah, so it's really good. Culturally, it's really good. I have a friend who is Filipino, and she said culturally it's a really good insight too. So good read. On the flip side, what I'm reading now is by Gillian Flynn. She's the one who wrote the book Gone Girl, which I've read previously. And this is called Sharp Objects. And these two books are totally different. This one's so dark and sinister and uncomfortable in a fun way. Like, it's just, it's kind of like Gone Girl. It's really dark. It's, you're not, talking about like, yeah, this girl, I don't know who she is, but if I saw her, I would probably run the other way. So anyways, this one is really, really deep, and I'm not quite done with it, but I've heard that it's really good. So these are two books that right now are my favorites.
All right. And my last one I wanted to save because I'm going to do a little quick demo. This is absolutely my favorite, probably makeup products. I think I do this thing where, like, every year I discover another part of my face that I haven't done anything with and I could. So I never really used concealer. Other than, like, if I'd have a pimple, I would dab it on there, but I never really, like, understood concealer. And I started watching these videos of these two women, and their YouTube channel is called MM and L Show, if you want to check them out. But this was one of their favorites they recommended, and I got it at Target. The brand is called NYX, and it's called HD Concealer. And the color I got is number 4. But I think it's called medium beige. So basically, I started wearing it under my eyes to kind of brighten and wake up my face, which I never did. I would just do like regular foundation and like powder if it was shiny. And it really changed a lot, and I wanted to show you the difference. So I put it on this morning, but you'll see now. And you can do it with either your finger or like a concealer brush, but I prefer the concealer brush. I think it helps it stay on better. So I have this e.l.f. brush. It was like $3, and I really like their brushes too, actually. So I just kind of put it all over, and a lot of people just put it under their eye, like right here, but you need to put it in the whole area, really. And you can put it up here too, like, people get those dark things there.
Your
so
teardrop.
Yeah, so I kind of put it all the way to like my jawbone line where my bronzer would go. So I guess you can kind of see on here, like, this side looks more awake than this side, right?
Mm-hmm. I can see it.
Yeah.
I noticed it last time we were together too, that and the lashes.
Yeah, and I knew this was working because I've been doing it a lot, like when I do work events, and I have to get up early. I don't sleep as much as I do usually. So I noticed it one time. Someone said, "Oh, you look so well rested," and I was like, "Is this guy serious?" I had like 3 hours of sleep. So I think it's definitely the concealer, and even if you're not, tired or whatever, I think you just put it on. It just makes your eyes pop more, and it makes also your bronzer, like, it gives a more defined, like, separation, so that you look more contoured.
And the best thing about NYX, which I like, is it's so affordable and it's actually it's really good product. So,
and I got it. I actually ordered it online from Ulta. Target carries NYX, but for some reason the ones I go to don't carry this actual
I've never seen NYX at Target. I'm not saying that they don't, but I usually see it at Ulta.
Yeah, Ulta definitely has it, or even just like Amazon. I think it was $5. So.
Okay, so my last favorite is this little guy. It's called the Amopi. And
like emoji, but
yeah, I think it's AMOPE. So not at all spelled like emoji, but pronounced similar. And it's pretty much a flip file. And when I got this for Christmas, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little pissed because I didn't want it. But
gave you it or coming up.
That's just not sorry. But maybe I should because it's one of my favorites now. So I should say that my mother-in-law got me this, and I love it. First of all, I love getting a pedicure and I love getting a manicure, but one, sometimes I don't want to pay the money to go, and sometimes I just don't want to go anywhere. So this is a great, my dog, get down.
Guest star.
She likes the emoji. So this is a great, like, in-between tool to use. And as you can see, it just goes like that. And I use it like, this is my foot, on the base of my foot like this. And you can see the difference. Like, Nicole, look at your face. You can see, like, the white powders come off. I mean, my husband loves doing this to me because he thinks it's like a science experiment. The only thing I will say is to be careful about is that if you use it too long on one spot of your foot, you will feel, it'll be painful. So you got to make sure that I don't spend more than 10 seconds on one spot, even if you have to come back. So you do the side of your foot, the heel of your foot obviously is where you're going to see the most results, and then the side. But if you stay on your heel for 5 minutes, the next day you will feel really sore because you've gone through your epidermis that keeps you from feeling anything. So, but I think you can get them online. I think you can get them at Walgreens, Walmart. I don't think they're more than $20. They're battery operated. So, once it runs out, you can, get a battery. And these things, this part comes out. So once you've used it to death, you can buy another one, and wherever you bought it from, you can get it from there too. And you can see the dust is disgusting. You like to blow the dust afterwards. But I love it. I use it probably more than I should, and I'm afraid that it'll keep me from getting another pedicure because sometimes I hate going to get pedicures and they don't get all of my dead skin off. And it's like, okay, this looks cute on the nail, but my feet are still not feeling as smooth as they can, and this will get it super smooth.
And do you just do it on like dry
skin? Nothing on the skin. And then what I usually do is the night of, I soak my feet because I'll soak them, meaning just get in the shower and then dry them and then put on like a really thick like cream, like a cold cream from like Nivea or something, and then put on socks. And the next day they're just like perfection.
Okay, well that's our favorite things, and we can list them in the description, and that way
like where you can find them.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Toodles.
Adios.